I've been waiting for this, Nate. I have been waiting for this match. Okay. See, all the other tournaments have came and go. Okay, but this is the match that I've been waiting for. Okay, I wanted to talk about this one out of all of them because this is the most important one of the year. Okay, we got the Champions League, Nate, and let me tell you something. This is going to be a good game. You know that arena is going to be filled with blue. Nothing but blue. I better not see another damn color in that arena besides
That's
blue.
my favorite color.
Right. I better see some baby blue. I better see some navy blue. But let me tell you something. I better see blue. I better not see one other color because we got Manchester City going up against Chelsea. This is going to be a very, very good game, Nate. First of all, I just want to say the Premier League has been dominating in soccer past few years. I believe it was like 2 out of the last 3 years or 3 out of the last 4 years. I can't remember which one it was, but the Champions League has had two Premier League teams go up against each other. That is crazy. And it shows you how dominant the Premier League is and the talent that they have in there. But regardless, Manchester City, their record this year in the Premier League, they were 27-5-6 with 86 points, and they were first in the Premier League. And this year in the Champions League, they had a record of 3-0. And Chelsea this year in the Premier League, they went 19-10-9 with 67 points, and they were fourth in the Premier League. And in this Champions League, they have a record of 2-1. It's going to be a very, very good game, Nate. Obviously, I look at like Chelsea, and they got a lot of great guys. Obviously, the goalies for both teams. You look at Chelsea and their goalie, Edouard Mendy versus Everton. That's going to be a good goalie matchup. You look at the guys on Chelsea and the stars that they have. Jorginho, he's really good. They have Timo Werner. He's again another good player. Mason Mount has been pretty good this series. Thiago Silva, Olivier Giroud. So when you really look at it, Nate, they do got a really, really good team. They really do. But I look at Man City, and Man City's got a good team as well, Nate. Obviously, I've talked about it. They got Phil Foden, again, a very good player with him. Rodri, a good player as well. Riyad Mahrez, he's again a good player as well. Sorry if I butchered that name, but Ferran Torres, great player. Fernandinho, I really look at it, Nate. Sergio Aguero, they got a really, really good player, Nate. They got really, really good players on this team. Now again, I'm gonna go to the stats for both teams, team wise. Let me tell you something, Nate. This game is going to be a defense versus offense game. It's going to be a very, very good game. But I got Man City winning this, and here's the reason why. Okay, Man City, and I'm going to the stats regarding like the regular season wise. Okay, even though Man City is a good offensive team, and overall Chelsea is the better defensive team, Nate. Let me tell you something. All right, did you know Man City had 19 clean sheets this year, which is first? So for an offensive team, that's pretty good. For an offensive team, and calling Chelsea a better defensive team, which they are overall, like all around. But again, clean sheets, man. For to have 19 and that's first. And again, who's second? Just take a wild guess. Chelsea. Chelsea's second with 18. They have one less than them. But when you really look at it, Nate, I think that is a big key right there. I really do think that is a big key. And I think Man City could use that to their advantage. Now, regarding Chelsea, the one stat that I look at regarding their defense is the interceptions that they have. So as far as interceptions, Chelsea has I think over 200 interceptions, and I think they might be up there. I think at like number 4. I think they're fourth overall in interceptions. I'm gonna double check that right now. Interceptions, they have 211. They are tied fourth overall, and they have 18 clean sheets, which is second. So when I'm looking at this, Nate, I think the key to Chelsea winning is again, we know how good of an offensive team Man City is, but if Chelsea can use that interception talent that they have, if they can get those interceptions on Man City and capitalize on the opportunities that they have, they could do a lot of good things in this series, Nate. They really can. And again, I look at Man City and they are a better team offensively, but Chelsea does have a decent offense, Nate. They really do. I mean, they scored 58 goals. That's eighth overall again, so I got to give them a lot of credit there. Timo Werner, a very good player, so hopefully he might help them as well. Chances created, Mason Mount with 70. So I got to give these guys a lot of credit, Nate. I really do. But if Chelsea can capitalize defensively, if they can intercept the ball, and they can get that ball in their possession, and they can capitalize on the chances that they create, Chelsea could win this game. But Man City, the key for them winning, Nate, is to be aggressive. I really do believe that is the key, okay? Because, again, it's going to be Monday versus Everton, and it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good goalie game between those two. But if Man City's aggressive with Monday, I think they can beat them. I truly believe that. And again, they had the most clean sheets. So who's to say that Man City can't pull a good defensive game out? And the other thing too, when momentum going to Chelsea, the last time they played, they beat Man City 2-1. Okay, so that's really important. So you could take a lot of stuff out of that game for both teams, and you can apply it to this game. Man City, here's why I say the best. I want to point to like the Buccaneers versus the Saints last year, okay? Sorry I'm going to football, but let me explain, okay? The Buccaneers got beaten down by the New Orleans Saints 2 games in a row in the regular season, okay? They come into the playoffs, and they end up beating the Saints by 10. It's really hard to beat a team 3 times, okay? When you get beat, as the loser, you have a lot more to learn, okay? You got a lot more to learn about what this team does and what you did wrong. When you win, you can still learn from it, but at the same time, you won, so you're taking out less. So I believe Man City could use that loss in the past to their advantage to beating Chelsea, okay? Both teams did an amazingly great job. Again, I think going to Man City to get to the Champions League, I think they had to beat Real Madrid. I believe they had to beat Real Madrid. Yeah, they had to beat Real Madrid, and then Chelsea had to beat PSG, which again, 2 very good teams when you're ready to look at it, Nate. 2 very, very good teams. Obviously, we talked about Real Madrid with Zinedine Zidane and him resigning, but again, great manager with him, and obviously PSG with Neymar. I'm not sure if Neymar played that game or not. I can't remember, but regardless, Nate, they both faced some pretty good teams to get to where they are. But again, the 2 keys I'm looking at is for Man City, you got to be aggressive, okay? And again, you have to pull the best defensive performance of the season. Okay, you have 19 clean sheets. That's first overall. Use that to your advantage. Okay, I believe Man City is also number 1 in goals as well. Use that to your advantage as well. It's as simple as that. Okay, rely on your stars. Okay, Man City. When you look at their stars name, you look at who they have. Again, goals wise, rely on Phil Foden. Rely on Rodri. Rely on Riyad Mahrez. De Bruyne. My bad. Excuse me, De Bruyne. Rely on Kevin De Bruyne. Raheem Sterling. Rely on these scorers who have helped you throughout the season. Okay, and if I'm Chelsea, the key here, I could point to the scorers. I could point to Jorginho. I could point to Tim Werner, but I'm not going to do that, Nate. I'm not doing that. I'm pointing to guys like Thiago Silva. I'm pointing to guys like Mason Mount. I'm pointing to guys like Andreas Christensen. I'm pointing to guys like Reece James. You know what I'm saying? I'm pointing to these guys right here. I'm pointing to, because that's what's gonna come down to, Nate. The defenseman versus the top scorers from Man City. But at the end of the day, I think if Man City can get aggressive, I think Man City can win this game. But if Chelsea has a chance to win this game, again, intercept the ball, something that you have been doing very well this whole season, and capitalize on the opportunities that you have. And one interesting fact about this series, Nate, somebody from the U.S. is going to win a Champions League. Is going to win in the Champions League, okay? Because both teams have an American on the team, which is actually pretty cool, Nate, because that don't happen a lot in soccer where you see like Americans win Champions Leagues. Because if you look at the whole league in general, if you look at that whole like league in general with UEFA, if you look at it, they're all European teams, so it's not really common for a lot of Americans to win Champions Leagues. But one American is going to do it because they have an American on each team. So with that being said, again, I wish Man City and Chelsea the best of luck. It's going to be a great game. 2 rivals going at each other. The whole arena is going to be in blue, Nate. It's going to be a great game. It really is, man. The game is going to be tomorrow at 3 p.m. I believe it's going to be on Paramount Plus, Nate.
Yes, I looked it up. It's going to be on there.
Right. As for channel, I'm not sure exactly what channel is going to be on. If we find it out, we'll put it in the description below. But again, I expect a great game out of these 2 rivals. And again, congratulations to both of them on a successful season. And I wish them both the best of luck.
Yeah, Mario. When I look at it, I'm gonna go with the underdog Chelsea. Okay, I know you went with Manchester, but I'm gonna go with Chelsea, and the reason why is because I trust defense more than I trust off. Well, I trust both, but I trust defense more because the saying goes, "Defense wins you games." That's the saying, and that's always been the saying. But in this case, Mario, you're right. It is hard to win. It is hard to beat an opponent 3 times. It really is. But when I look at it, Mario, as long as you can shut them down defensively and be aggressive on offense, then I can see Chelsea coming out of this with a dub. You know what I mean? But same thing with Manchester. If they're aggressive on offense and they hold the line on defense, they can win this game. But I think Chelsea overall has a better defense. And again, the saying goes, defense wins you games. And I think that's what that narrative is going to continue in this game. So you know what, Mario? I'm gonna go with the underdog. I'll go with Chelsea winning this game. It's gonna be a good game, like you said. It's gonna be the sea of blue, my favorite color. You know that's why my wall is blue. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a sea of blue. So I'm gonna enjoy seeing that. Again, the game is on tomorrow at 3 p.m. It's gonna be on Paramount Plus. So if you stream on that streaming service, then you can watch it on there. It's also gonna be on CBS. So if you do watch CBS, you can watch it on there as well. I'm pretty sure it depends on where you live, though. So I'm not too sure about that, but I know it will be on Paramount Plus. That I do know. But with that being said, Mario and to both teams playing Manchester City and Chelsea, I wish you guys the best of luck. It's going to be a good game tomorrow, Mario, and we'll just see what happens.